When we think of Luftwaffe bombs on Great Britain, we think perhaps of the Blitz in London or Clydebank, or the flattening of cities like Coventry. What we don't often think of are attacks on Edinburgh. There's a perception perhaps that it got off lightly, that because it's next to the Firth of Forth, it was well defended from sea and air. In October of 1939, an almighty air battle raged on the Forth. Bullets strayed across into Portobello and Edinburgh. It was a sign of what was to come. I'm People's historian Daniel Gray, and this is the story of Hitler's bombs on Edinburgh. July the 18th, 1940 was a warm summer's day. Despite the backdrop of war, people were getting on with their lives. Here on what was George Street in Leith, children were playing out, neighbours were gossiping on corners, old ladies were beating their doormats against the tenement walls, tenements now gone. At number 8, Cathy Redpath from Gorgie was across town visiting her elderly mother. As evening fell and the air cooled, the petrifying sound of a lone German plane above could be heard. The plane dropped a bomb. It landed on the roof of the tenement at number 8, rolled into the communal stairway and exploded. The building collapsed almost immediately. Cathy and her mum died, as did 5 neighbours. Across the road at 13, 17-year-old Jane Rutherford perished too. This is Crewe Place in West Pilton, a neat, uniform street. Uniform except for the newer house with the flat roof behind me. At tea time on September the 29th, 1940, Mrs. MacArthur sat in the lounge of the building that was there. Elsewhere in the house were her 2 children, Ronald, 7, and Morag, who was 5. 20,000 feet in the sky, their fate was being decided. A lone German bomber, almost ready to return to the fatherland, dropped a bomb. As it whistled and shrieked, Mrs. MacArthur ran through the house to try and shield her children, but was blown into the garden upon impact. It took 2 hours to find Ronald's body beneath the rubble. Morag died shortly afterwards. She was buried the day before her 6th birthday. Tragically and emphatically, Hitler's war had arrived in Edinburgh.